everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to the first Octopunk monthly update of the year. January 1st. I love when the year begins on a Monday. It very much satisfies my inner bullet journaler. And I have a lot to catch up on with this chat in just 4 minutes. Y'all have gotten to Hype Train level 5. I do want to point out that subscriptions are apparently 25% off today for both gift subs and regular subs through tomorrow. So take advantage of that if you want to resubscribe on the cheap. But in the meantime, I want to shout out Timmy Silver for the resubscription 31 months. Warden Mages for being here for 46 months. Becky Helene, thank you for the gift subs as well as resubscribing for now 41 months. Super Silly Pants has been here for 44 months. Happy New Year, Will. Blue Salamanders for 14 months. Thanks for sticking around for over a year. B00781 for 23 months, almost 2 years. That'll be 2 years next month. Gosh, this thing is not scrolling. Why aren't we scrolling? I want to scroll. I want to see my activity feed. I can see that Giraffe subscribed. It's behind my webcam for 55 months. Oh my God. Can I filter this? Oh, the page is unresponsive. Well, hold on just a sec. We'll refresh this. Thanks, Twitch, for being unresponsive. That's not fun. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed today. My Twitch page is literally just frozen at this point. Hopefully you can see me. I can see the chat, although it's frozen too. Austin, are you downloading anything? Are you causing my Twitch to freeze? We broke Twitch, everybody. Congratulations. Austin's like, I'm not on the internet. It's not my fault. I promise to be quiet. You know what? I'm just going to open it on my phone and hope that we haven't broken Twitch completely. I'm going to go to my channel. Here we go. I can see myself on it. Okay, so we're still streaming. Awesome. I think Twitch is glitchy today, says Connor. I had to fully close it and reopen the screen. Yeah, great way to start the year. Oh, thanks, Twitch. So amazing. Marissa says Mercury's in Gatorade, so don't beat yourself up if it freezes. Off to a roaring start. I agree, Callie. Well, at least I can see my chat very consistently there. I am fully going to have to close and reopen, as Warden said. That is absurd. I guess everybody's just in it for the New Year's streams. Sorry if you're watching this in the future on YouTube. This is some nonsense. All right, here we go. I'm managing my stream again. Here we go. Not glitchy anymore. Maybe I can scroll. All right, I can finally scroll again. I can finally thank everybody for all of the gift subs and stuff. All right, so we've got Mindless Summer for 22 months. Dom Larry's our lovely mod, and Bacasera as well. Both Dom Larry's for 45 and Bacasera for 34. Thanks, mods. Mod love. What else do we have? We have Vienna Vampire for 44 months. Lady Yantu for 30 months. Piccalilly for 36 months. 3 whole years, I'm pretty sure. Octomom for 43 months and 32 years, almost. And Ninja Noodles for 51 months. And we achieved our level 5 hype train. So thanks for sticking with us through the technical difficulties as I had to get through that. Oh, and thank you, Will, for the gift subs too. Just saw that. Oh my goodness. And as I just said, that they're 25% off, I think, today. So good day to resubscribe. Happy New Year, everybody. So I don't have a whole lot to talk about today in terms of like new stuff because we have the Octopunk showcase coming up later in the month, which I'll talk about in a little bit too, give you a date and an idea what that's going to be. So that's going to be a very, very big stream. I'm really happy with what I have coming for the Octopunk showcase. It is going to be quite long and quite extensive because I have a lot of stuff that I revealed in Detroit. So some of you who attend to Detroit, you already have some spoilers for some of the things I'm going to announce there, but there's even more stuff on top of that, including stuff I haven't announced yet, including, you know, new updates on things I have announced. So it's going to be quite a long showcase, and we can anticipate that. I'll just go ahead and tell you. Saturday, January 27th at noon. That's going to be on a Saturday because it is so jam-packed. I picked a very good time slot for it. And some of the things you can anticipate at the Octopunk showcase that I can reveal up front. I'm going to be revealing the cast of Lotso. I've cast the movie at this point, and I'm ready to share with you all the lovely actors who'll be joining us in our world of Lotso. The trailer for the Redo trilogy. If you remember, I announced that in June. I'm re-editing from scratch all of my original trilogy of short films, Psychoacoustics and Devil's Advocate, from the ground up with the new editing techniques that I've learned the years since. So they're going to be quite different from the original cuts and the original versions of those films. And so I'm cutting together a trailer for that so you can kind of get a first look at what those films are going to look like in their new state at the end of the month, as well as a release date for the Live Screamers home release, so you can finally know when you can watch Live Screamers at home on Blu-ray and VOD, at least for North American territories, and a release date for Live Scream on YouTube. So I'm getting the rights back to Live Scream, the first film, in the middle of this month. So I will be able to do with that movie what I please, and I've decided that I'm going to put it on YouTube so that it is unrestricted by country, so that anybody in the world can watch it for free. It'll be supported by ads at the beginning and the end, but you'll be able to watch it uninterrupted with no mid-roll breaks. And so that's going to be really exciting, and I'll have a release date and a new trailer for that coming out to celebrate the YouTube and AVOD, hopefully Tubi as well, release of the original Live Scream for all to view. And then a reveal of our 5-year Patreon patch. I'm really excited about this one. I'm going to try to do something very, very interesting with this patch design. So those of you who've been here since 2019 will really get a treat in the coming months for our 5-year Patreon patch. And those of you who stick around for the 5-year level will get it eventually too. And more surprises, lots more surprises. I have at least like 3 other things that I have not publicly talked about that I will be announcing on this project, on this showcase, as well as all the stuff that I revealed in Detroit too. So it's going to be, I would imagine this stream is going to be at least an hour because of all the stuff that I want to dive into and talk about. Now, in terms of Patreon, speaking of patches and everything, I want to mention that I am all caught up on patches. So if you've been waiting for an anniversary patch, whether or not you normally get mail from me or not, I fulfilled all of those yesterday. I'll be shipping them out starting tomorrow. I just need to go get stamps, as well as the Christmas cards. I'll be shipping those out too. So if you've been expecting mail from December's Patreon, that's going out tomorrow as well. And then also I had an August card that I was going to do, but the person who was supposed to sign them never gave them to me. So I ended up just commissioning a Christmas sticker to make up for that. So if you're waiting on something from August as well, I went ahead and just added the sticker to this shipment too. So if you're wondering, why is there a Christmas Iggy sticker in here? That's why. It's to make up for the fact that you didn't get anything for August. So all caught up on merch, all caught up on Patreon mail in its entirety for 2023, as well as patches. So really happy to have that off my plate and start a clean slate for Patreon for 2024. And there's a lot of announcements for Patreon as well coming on the 27th. I'm doing that in lieu of OpMu for February, so there won't be a February OpMu. All of our normal updates, like February Patreon updates and stuff, will also be in the Octopunk showcase on the 27th. Becky Elates says, my brother loved live screamers at New York City Horror Film Festival. Octopunk cult conversion is a success. I will also mention that, because I haven't said this since we last met, I won Best Director at New York City Horror Film Festival for live screamers. So that was really fun as well. And it was a really good screening. It was really well attended and people asked a lot of questions. I've been posting some pictures and stuff from it on Instagram and Tumblr if you're curious about what our Q&A looked like, because Neoma, Chris, and Michael were there as well. I also want to scroll up a little bit on on the chat, because I've been falling a little bit behind. Pickle Lily, Live Screamers home release, let's go. Also, I will give some updates on the Indiegogo. If you're an Indiegogo backer, you will be getting it earlier. I want to say that our Indiegogo rewards, I am working on that Blu-ray as fast as I possibly can. I have lots of stuff to prepare in the next couple months because our shoot's in March. But I do want to say that the Indiegogo stuff is coming along. I have to finish the BTS doc. That's basically the thing that's holding me up. Once I finish the BTS doc, I will be able to make the Blu-ray, order them, and then start shipping them out to Indiegogo people. So the Indiegogo stuff, my goal is to ship Indiegogo Blues and other awards in March. Like, that is the current target. I hope to have the Blues by like early March, ship them out pretty immediately, and then you'll be getting them however fast the mail works. Hopefully for Americans, it'll be mid-March. For our Europeans and other people around the world, late March, maybe early April. So you'll be getting it before everybody else does. I want to make sure that everybody who backed the Indiegogo will be the first to be able to enjoy the film. And that's off my plate, too, in the first quarter of this year. And thank you, for hanging out, by the way. I know it's very late in Thailand right now, so thanks for coming by. It's always nice to see you in the chat. Thank you to Vinny and Vampire as well for the gift subs. High Warlock of Innsbruck for 52 months. John Hale for 40. God, John, you've been here 49 months. That's unbelievable. It doesn't feel like we've known each other that long, but I guess we have. That's 4 years, my dude. That's so long. Let's scroll up a little bit and see. Oh yes, glitchy Twitch. At least I hope it's not glitching anymore. Sounds like it's okay. Octomom says, sounds like a mom envelope stuffing day is coming up. Indeed. I will definitely be taking advantage of the fact that my mom really likes helping me, or at least volunteers for a free lunch, with the Indiegogo. We basically just take a day and we just systematically like go through and do them all. At least there's half as many as there were with Detroit Reawakening. So I think I have to ship out like 175 packages, where Detroit Reawakening was like 350. It was an absurd amount that I had to ship out. So should be able to be done in a day. And thanks for everybody talking about showing live screamers to their friends and cousins and such. I really hope to have it in as many territories as possible for the home release. Obviously, Blu-ray's region free, so anybody can get a Blu-ray if they're willing to pay for the shipping and watch it anywhere in the world. But for the VOD, you know, it'll definitely be North America. I'm gonna try UK as well. There's a way I can do UK, I think, and maybe Germany. But the thing about Germany and Japan and some other territories is that I do have to have the translated subtitles. So that's going to be an investment in terms of, I think I have somebody who could do the German translation or other translations, because we've done translations for other films before. But I also want to pay them if it is for live screamers. So I gotta find the finance to be able to do that. In terms of what we have on Patreon this month, I do want to apologize for dropping the ball on Patreon for December. I went to New York, I came back sick. I went to Florida, I came back sicker, and then it was the holidays, and then the month was over. It really was just like 2.5 weeks of having like a weird cough thing of undeterminable identity, and then also spending 10 days just away from my house and all of the holiday stuff that came after. And so Patreon just like did not happen, on top of the fact that I wasn't working anyway to be able to show you anything. So I'm just doubling up on rewards for the month of January. But I first want to talk about this. You might have noticed, if you're a subscriber, you have a new emote, and it's free Lotso. I figured Lotso, it's now Lotso's time to shine in terms of the stickers, so all $10 and up patrons will be getting this at the end of the month as our die cut sticker of the month. But this is actually a reference, there you go, there it is in the chat. This is actually a reference to True Avut, I think. Because I think free Lotso was like a thing, like a Google Translate thing. It was like the free Lotso movement. So I've wanted to make this sticker for like 4 years, and finally added it to the lineup. So this is fun. You also now have it on your emotes. So whenever we talk about Lotso, now you have a Lotso emote you can use. But yeah, this will be going out to we are the free Lotso group. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you. I'm glad somebody remembers. So that'll be going out at the end of the month as our sticker of the month. But for everybody else, for $5 and $1 patrons, I will be doubling up, basically doing double the rewards to make up for the lack of them in December. What I was going to do in December was the Detroit Evolution Archival BTS pick, so that'll still be coming, as well as lots of work in progress updates. This will be a variety of things. I'm doing something really interesting with Lotso. I am basically helping run a class of animation and modeling students at the local college. There's 15 of them, and me and the teacher Brianna Cantrell, who is also our mocap, or our animation supervisor and mocap tech on the shoot, we're basically guiding these students in creation of asset development, concept art, and other things for Lotso. And so I'll have a lot of updates across the month of things that the students are working on, as well as other things I'm working on, metahumans, stuff in Unreal, shot list, that sort of thing. So it'll just be a little bit like here and there things that are going into development for the film. And then for our live streams, I have metahuman development. Now that I have the movie cast, I can work on this. This will be this week. It'll probably be tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, I think it's actually going to be Wednesday. For developing metahumans for our actors. More live streamers BTS editing. As I said, I'm working on that BTS doc for the Blu-ray. Redo trilogy editing for the Redo trilogy, so I'll be opening up those projects and showing you kind of where they currently stand before I start diving into them. And then Livestream key art redesign. That might actually be different. I might redesign the key art for Livestream for the AVOD, the release to YouTube and stuff. But what that might actually be is the Blu-ray art development for live streamers. I might show you a preview of what the Blu-ray box art and stuff is going to look like, because I need to design that this month too. So that might be one or another. But either way, that's going to be a design stream for the Livestream universe. And then for our $25 patrons, we'll be having a monthly group call, but to make up for December, instead of having 2 group calls, I have decided to offer y'all and include this in your next month's mail. This is not something I've ever sold before. This is a very limited edition piece of merch that I have in very limited supply, but they are keychains of the Envy synth. So sorry we didn't have a group call in December, but I will be making up for it by giving you a keychain of the Envy synth included in your sticker delivery for the end of the month for everybody who is a $25 patron in the month of December. So something a little bit different, not another group call, but a piece of random, very, very limited merch. I think I only ever made 15 of these, and I'm sending 11 of them out because that's how many patrons there are. So yeah, this is not something that you can buy. Hopefully that makes up for the lack of the group call in December. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Warden Mages, I feel very normal about this lying. Yeah, I figured that this would be popular with Connor, being our resident Brian fan. I don't have any Brian merch really other than this. So, like I said, limited edition. Oh my gosh, Connor and Hank. Lotso is innocent. They quit at the end. They don't count. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we'll also say Hank Con retired. Read Detroit Absolution for those. You can find it on Patreon somewhere. One thing I would like to do eventually, I need to add this to my list of things, is to make a master list for Patreon that you can see at the very beginning, because it goes back 5 years. We're about to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of Patreon. So I have had 60 months of content across 5 years that, I mean, pictures, BTS live streams, like 3 years of live streams, all this sort of stuff. Yeah, it goes back way back, and I should probably do a master list at some point of like, hey, if you join at the $1 level, you're gonna get 60 different things for $1 of 60 months worth of $1 benefits, gallery pictures, and all that sort of stuff, which is now my current pitch for patreon.com/octopunkmedia. Spend $1, get 60 months of $1, galleries, scripts, playlist, all sorts of content. Also, I will say that you can sign up as an annual member and save 20%, but I will warn you that I am getting rid of annual memberships in February. So this is the last month that I will be doing annual memberships, and they will last you through 2024, the calendar year. If you have normally been doing an annual membership, it will switch to monthly membership in whatever your renewal month is. So if you're already an annual member, you'll get to keep your annual membership through the end of the year, through whatever your renewal date is. But I'm basically saying that, yeah, it's going to. So the Patreon email lied to me, says KBSF. No, so if yours is up for renewal in February, I would say that you should probably just switch to month manually. It may switch you to month manually. I will see. But I just want to give everybody a heads up that that is a thing that is happening. That I'm basically removing the option to do annual memberships in February. So, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that, which will be elaborated upon in February or in January 27th at the showcase. We're moving over to something other than Patreon. So tenure will continue to this new platform, but I don't want to lock myself in beyond 2024 to any obligation of benefits. So I'm just removing the ability to do annual memberships in February so that you don't get charged for things after benefits expire. I'm no longer making content for Patreon in 2025. So yeah. It will be fun though. I am really looking forward to what I'm offering in lieu of it, as well as the fact that whatever I'm offering in lieu of it is going to be different types of things. So even though there's going to be some crossover later in the year, there will be it won't be redundant. It won't be redundant content. Vienna says, is Basil Jesus? Is Basil still alive? Basil died in like March, but I have a new Basil. It's a whole planter of Basils, and they are very much alive. I cannot, unfortunately, say the same for poor Lemony Snicket, who died this Christmas. Austin's like, he's not dead yet. He's pretty dead. He's going to be dead by the end of the month, I fear. Oh, Billy Cork, Lemony, no. I mean, look, Marissa was the one that basically told me that Lemony Snicket was infested by spider bites and nothing could be done. So, Lemony just got covered in bugs, somehow, being an indoor lemon tree. See? It was covered in spider bites. Stop telling people I'm dead. Sometimes I can still hear his voice. Yes, Austin is the voice of the trees. That's now Austin's Twitter bio. All right, everybody. This has gone longer than I expected for not having a whole lot of news, but I really liked hanging out with y'all today. And I look forward to hanging out with you even more on January 27th at noon Eastern, as well as the multiple streams that I have this month on Patreon. If you want to see all that BTS stuff, $5 on Patreon. That is, it's billed at the first of the month, so it's a perfect day to join. You get a full month of content. Oh, and Michael Smallwood Forever has showed up. Happy New Year, punks. Perfect timing. Right at the end. Got in a little bit of Michael Smallwood time. Michael's got a lot of cool stuff going on, too. He's got lots of plays he's working on. Sorry for the first day of no days off in a while, Michael. And I will see you all next time on Octopunk Showcase, January 27th. I'll see you here on Twitch, or if not, on Patreon first. And as always, stay great, hydrate, have a happy time zone, and a very happy New Year.